Welcome back, everybody, to another episode and unboxing review on Chris's Collectibles Corner. And today, I have a figure that I've been so excited and couldn't wait for. And this is the TONSEN Arts 06A Future Trunks from the BoJack movie. This is the one with the vest and the long hair. This is, to me, the definitive Trunks. This is the Trunks everybody's been wanting. This is the Trunks how I think everybody remembers him at his peak, at his best form. It's such an iconic and good look for Trunks. Tamashii came out with their version of Trunks in April of 2023, but the figure had a lot of issues with the loose legs, torso being backwards, and the arm being loose, so they did a reissue this year. And it was a great figure. It was when Trunks first shows up and kills Frieza, and then is waiting for Goku, but I feel like this is the Trunks everyone actually wanted. And thank God TONSEN decided to make his version of this figure, because I remember when people used to make customs of this figure, the quality was subpar. You had to buy kits to put it together. The prices were crazy, like $200 plus, and you already had trouble with the articulation. The vest was stiff and you couldn't move them around so much. It was just kind of getting crazy and people were getting out of hand with it. So that's why I'm so happy TONSEN, who's been making killer figures with this in his kit boo, decided to do it. But enough about talk about this figure. Let's see him outside the box. And there he is, out of the box, in all his glory. The Trunks from the BoJack, man. Just, man, look at that figure, man. This is how I remember Trunks. And so disappointing when they brought Future Trunks back in Dragon Ball Super. Like that little shrimp version with the blue hair. I'm like, man, like, why didn't we bring him back like this? This is how I remember Trunks. Trunks the man. I don't know what they were thinking with that.
What the fuck? That look like a fucking lizard, man.
Let's take a closer look now so you can see the details a bit more. As you see, like the face sculpt, the hair. I know some people might complain about the ears being exposed, but I think that's how they had to do it in order for the faceplates to work, to interchange with the Super Saiyan and the long hair. And as you guys can see, it looks great. The jacket is made off of soft goods, as well as like the vest and the tank top that he's wearing. And man, I just think, TONSEN Arttoys once again is just killing it with the sculpt. And as you can see, the jacket on the back is like cut up so it's like can move around. Now here he is with his Super Saiyan hair, and I really love what they did here with the coloring here. It's a bit different from the other Trunks that came out. This has like a more like goldish kind of look to it, and it looks great because the color that they gave to it in the lighting, it actually gives it more shading and it makes it seem a little bit more dynamic than actually having to paint it on. So I think it's really great. I'm not gonna lie, when I saw photos of this, I wasn't sold on the head sculpt, so I got a couple custom head sculpts that I thought were better, but seeing it in person, it's a whole different story. I think this head sculpt looks great, and I think I'm gonna be rocking him like this. Now let's look at him once again in all his glory, because I'm gonna get into this later. I want to show you him with his sword, because in his accessories he has two different straps, and I thought TONSEN Art was giving us two different straps, just in case one broke or you lost one, which that in itself is good in its own right, but it's actually two different straps, so you can have one on him when he just has the tank top, because you can actually take off the vest to just have him with the tank top, and then there's another strap, so this way it's big enough to go over and he can actually wear it when he's actually wearing the vest as well. Now let's take a closer look at like the paint, and as you can see, like on the shoes, everything is nice and clean, no paint like bleeding into any other areas, no scuff marks, everything just looks good. I like the matte finish that we have on here. It's not too glossy or too shiny that kind of makes it look weird. So TONSEN once again just making it look nice. Here we are with the torso once again. As you see with this Trunks, he's a bit different from the other one that came out, and I think the main difference here, not just in the skull, because the skull's pretty much the same, but as you see on his left hand, he doesn't have the watch. So that watch is not on this version because, like I said, this is from the BoJack's version. I think the other one's from Broly, so it wasn't wearing a watch. Now let's take a closer look at the accessories. These are the two head sculpts that he comes with. His base head, which is long hair, and then the Super Saiyan hair. As you guys can see, like that golden finish looks super nice. he comes with 7 faceplates, 3 for the Super Saiyan, and then 4 for his base head. And, you know, they're pretty standard facial expressions, normal, shouting, gritting, and a little smirk. Probably got that from Vegeta. He comes with 6 different pair of hands. Blast hands, grabbing hands, one to hold his sword, another to hold his sword, the other one's for the sheath, slapping hands, and his fists, and another one to hold the flower. And, you know, and you can get creative with these, like even with the hand slapping ones, you could use that for him to maybe like slap Vegeta in the face for abandoning him or dying in his timeline to his raised without a father, or slapping some sense into him when Vegeta's been a little bit too prideful. This is the sword that it comes with. It's a bit of a different color from the other variations that we got with the other 2 Tonsen Art trunks. And as you can see what I was talking about earlier, the 2 different straps, the shorter one and then the longer one. The longer one is for the one with the vest, and the shorter one is without the vest. And then the last accessory that we have right here is the baby trunks that comes with him. And this baby trunks has an interchangeable head, and the arms are not articulated, so you cannot move them. But they have like little slots, so you could just peg them out and remove them with the bent arms. And then he has the happy face and the crying face. It's a cool accessory. It'd be kind of weird to have Trunks holding his younger self, but I guess if you have like the Namek Bulma, or if they come out with a Cell Saga Bulma figure in the future, then I think this would be a perfect accessory to that. And now that we've taken a closer look at the accessories, now let's get into the articulation of the figure. It's how he moves and poses, and, you know, just see how he holds up, because I know there's some issues with the first one. So let's check that out. And here we have him back on the stand. Once again, this is just a great looking figure. I really like the aesthetics and just how he looks. The colors are a little bit different from the other Trunks figures that Tonsen Art came out with, and I'll show you guys that later in the video. But right now, let's just focus on the articulation. So let's get him off the stand real quick. So, you know, his arms go up about 90 degrees. Nice. He's got the bicep curl right there. More than 90. Got the bicep swivel right there. Both arms. This like a little squeaky, but it's not tight. It's not like the other Trunks figure where you had to put the shock oil in there. So this one's actually a really good like middle ground where it doesn't feel like too loose or too tight. It's like really good. His torso, he could bend at the waist. You know, if you go too far, you know, this might pop off, but it doesn't really show too much gapping. This is soft goods in the front. You know, he can lean back pretty good as well. He's got good waist articulation. Let's see the legs now. He can kick out pretty good. No higher than that, but, you know, I don't know how you would need higher. He can go out to the side with the splits on both sides. So there you go. If you want to do the Chung-Li spinning helicopter kick, you could do that. Let's see. The thigh swivel. Be careful with it. Mine's, I got lucky. Guess I got a good copy. But I know for some people, this could be a little bit tight. And when they try to turn it, it breaks. So my suggestion, if it feels like that in the slightest when you're turning it, you see, like mine's is good. I would put it in boiling hot water first before even attempting it, so this way you don't break your figure, because it would really suck to be waiting for this figure for so long and then it breaks. So just a heads up. This right here, knee bend, yeah, and everything is nice and smooth, and you guys, you know, can really hear it. It's not really like, it's not too squeaky, nothing. It's really only the arms, you know. The legs are good. Head articulation, you can look left to right, not too much because obviously the hair hinders it. He cannot look up like at all. See, if you try, his head just pops right off. The neck is like pretty stationary, and the ball joint doesn't really do much because the hair on the head limits it. So there's that. And I know for you guys wondering, just in case, you know, put his arms back, and there you go. So you could just slide the vest right off. You know, so you can have the tank top Trunks. Me personally, I'm going to keep them like this because I have the other Tonsen Art Trunks figure, and I'll show you guys that later in the review. Also, I know you guys are going to be asking, but do the Tonsen Art head sculpts, are they interchangeable with the SH Figure Arts faceplates? And well, they actually are. So let me go grab one of them really quickly so I can show you guys, and we're gonna check them out. All right. See, so here's my second Thompson Art trunks, and that's with the SH Figure Arts faceplates right there. But the thing is, the ears don't go so far back, so you can see there's like a little gap right there. With the Thompson Art ones, like it's flush. You don't have to worry about that gap. See, it's right there. It closes the whole thing off. So I mean, if you prefer these faces with these hair sculpts, by all means, but just know that's kind of like what you're gonna be getting. And it's the same thing with the Super Saiyan. You know, they both fit on it. And I actually like the SH Figure Arts face sculpts better for the Super Saiyan. But once again, you're going to get that gap right there. So, and you know, they fit. Like, you're just a little finagling. You don't have to shave anything, but it fits. So that's good. So it's nice that Thompson Art was able to do that for us. Alright, and here we have all three of the Thompson Art Trunks figures have been released to this day. From left to right, we have 06A, 05A, and 05B. And as you can see, like at least on the bottom half from the belt going down, that's where the colors kind of change and the variants change, like the pants, the boots, and the belt as well. And it's unfortunate because as you see right now, when you want to have that pose of him holding the flower and the hand in the pocket, you know, it's a slightly different color, so I just picked the color that was closest to that. Here they are with all four trunks, the one with SH Figure Arts, so you can see how they all look together. This is them with their Super Saiyan heads, so you can see how kind of like match up. And this one I wanted to bring up before, as far as like the golden kind of color that's on the Thompson Arts Bojack trunks, how it has like a different kind of look to it as opposed to 05B, which still has kind of like a shine to it, but it's not as gold, and I don't know, I just feel like it doesn't add as much as a dimension or depth to the hair as the more current one that we have right now with the Bojack trunks. And yes, all of the Thompson Art head sculpts can be used on the SH Figure Arts trunks body. You can use whatever ones you want. You can use the base heads, you can use the Super Saiyan heads, and with the Thompson Art heads, all the faces are interchangeable amongst one another. So as you can see a couple of the pics right here, that's the Bojack trunks with the SH Figure Arts one, and you could just swap the heads and boom, now you have him with the jacket and the long hair. And then, you know, this is the Super Saiyan one. I'm not gonna lie, this Super Saiyan one looks fire. I think I'm gonna keep the Super Saiyan head on that trunks. And these are the two custom Bojack trunk head sculpts I was talking about earlier. So the one on the far left is obviously the one from Tonsen. The middle one I think is called Unlocked Toys. I've seen them on eBay. I got it from a Facebook seller. I thought it was a really dope head sculpt. And then the one on the far right is the one from Custom Up. And if, you know, I had to make my decision, I mean, it's personal preference at the end of the day, but I definitely think that the Custom Up one is my personal favorite. Oh, and I forgot to mention, but here we go. These are also the swords that Trunks comes with, each one, and these are different color variations of each one that you see of what you get. So from left to right, that's the Bojack one, 06A, that's the Tank Top Trunks, 05A, the black one is 05B, and then the last one is the SH Figure Arts. And there you have it, guys. That's my review and unboxing of Thompson Arts Unbound Wrath Warp Vengeance 06A Bojack Trunks. Damn, that is a mouthful. But you can pick yours up at AliExpress. That's where I got mine. They're shipping them out now. But if you are unfamiliar with AliExpress, you can also get them on omnimade.com. I think pre-orders is still open for both versions. The second version with the broken sword and the battle damage is coming out in later on this month, I believe, if not the first quarter of 2025, and you can get them both there. As far as my overall thoughts on the figure, I really like the figure. I think it's dope, especially in comparison to what we were getting before. I mean, thank God somebody was able to create something of quality and not charge us out the wazoo for it. With that being said, I guess my new rating system that I'm gonna have, I'm still figuring that out. But I think what I'm gonna do is from a 1 to 7, because there's 7 Dragon Balls, I'm gonna give them 5.5 Dragon Balls. Because I think overall the aesthetics of the figure is great, I love the look. It's articulated, and I love the soft goods and the accessories that he comes with. The only thing is that I don't think there was enough accessories. The other Trunks figure came with more accessories, and also the limited head articulation, because you can't look up or down with the neck at all. Kind of like limits some of your posing options, so you have to be very intentional with how you're going to pose them. But that being aside, I still think it's a great figure, especially for what you're getting and the price. You know, I think it's about 75 to 85 bucks, and let me tell you right now, that is way better than the 200 plus that people were paying for the customs of this that don't even hold a candle to what Tonsen is doing. So with that said, guys, thank you once again for checking my channel out. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, because I'm going to be dropping new videos. I have GT Trunks coming in, Super Android 17, as well as the Xeno Vegeta by Beast Deities. So I have all that coming in, so I'm going to make videos for all of those guys as well. And, you know, hopefully I answered all you guys' questions that you have about this figure before picking him up. If there's any other questions you guys have, make sure you comment below, and I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as I can. With that said, guys, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.